our audio come through too. And I think it's nice that when people start watching, they come into an already going conversation. I like that.
It is kind of neat because you know they can see that we've got things going on besides just.
Yeah. Well, I like it because it's not so formal. I like this method better. Okay, so you guys mind if I address something that happened last week?
Okay.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so between me and Edward, if anyone was watching that, they might think bad things happened. So I would like to clear the air with everyone and to maybe say what happened since then. If anyone watched, what was happening was me and Edward, this is my wording, maybe you see it differently. Me and Edward were like getting frustrated with each other or getting frustrated with our conversation, not necessarily at each other.
Right.
And it comes down to I wasn't understanding his request about we need to change the website to do some AI scraping, and I think Edward wasn't understanding what it is that I was trying to figure out or why I was trying to figure it out. By the way, a small point I didn't say over the emails. If I don't fully understand your request, then when I try to do it, I'm gonna fuck it up. So that's why I try to really understand it very well, like you do.
Right. Right. I understand. And I got frustrated.
Go ahead.
I got frustrated because I couldn't explain it to you in enough layman terms to make it understandable for you.
So you were just frustrated with yourself, I guess. What was I saying?
You're talking about.
So the other thing to do is, let's suppose I feel like I didn't reach full understanding. Well, in that scenario, we can change the request where you do it instead of me. And that's what I did. I got you in contact with the programmer, right, instead of me being the one that tries to deliver the information and get the
right. So we didn't have a loss in translation.
Yeah. I didn't want loss in translation. Yeah. So is that all? Did we say more things than that over email? Was that it?
We both apologized to each other for getting frustrated, but
yeah. Oh, no, more than that. There's more. To solve this for future, because I'm sure this will happen again, what I recommend is I put on the screen our meeting minutes, and as you say your ideas, you say them slowly at a speed that I can type them. And then that's, first of all, just by going slower, it's going to help both of us.
Oh, yeah.
And then by having written it down, you'll be able to see what I wrote and say, no, that's not what I meant. Fix this. It's like you're seeing my thinking and I'm seeing your thinking. Where what we were doing, it was hard for us to see each other thinking.
Exactly. We couldn't read each other's minds, obviously. We didn't know what each other was saying.
So another way to say this is when we're having trouble understanding each other and coming to mutual understanding and mutual agreement, we need to escalate our efforts. So if anyone gets frustrated, we escalate. We weren't escalating. We were just...
we were going back and forth, fighting each other on the information.
Like harder and faster. No, we were actually going backwards because I noticed we were talking faster. Well, if we're misunderstanding each other, we should talk slower, not faster.
Right.
We were probably cutting each other off more. That makes it worse, not better. If anything, we were de-escalating our efforts instead of escalating our efforts.
Yeah.
So what I say is next time like somebody in the group has to remember, hey, you guys need to implement the procedure we have for when we're having trouble coming to agreement.
That'll be you, Brian.
All three of us need to think about it. All three of us. It's a team effort.
If we don't see it, you need to jump in, though.
And then the other part is, last time, I think something like, and I don't remember what words you used. You blamed me for something, and then I blamed you back for something. All that was wrong. We shouldn't have been blaming each other. But here's where I think we can blame each other. We just made a policy of escalate our efforts with a specific tool. If we don't do that, then we can blame ourselves.
Right.
Okay. All right. So that's done.
Just to finish that up, because I was outside of the loop a little bit. So Edward, you spoke.
Hey, can you get louder, Brian?
Can I get louder? Well, I can speak louder.
You can't do it with the audio?
Your microphone's kind of quietish.
Huh. I don't know how I would adjust that. Well, hold on.
It's not too bad. It's probably fine.
I mean, we can still hear you, but
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
on
fine.
Fine.
It's fine.
How about now? Is that better?
I think it's a little bit better.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I had to. It was on the iPhone, not on the headphones. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, Edward, I just wanted to see whether or not you did talk to Rami's.
No, not yet.
I have not talked to him yet. I'm going to email him today, trade numbers, and see if we can schedule time to talk. And
Okay.
And by the way, you
hash out
might
my
not need to
concerns.
schedule. You might say, "Hey, I have this big open window. Anytime that you can do it, just text me and we'll get on a call." I like to do that for people so it doesn't fuck up their scheduling.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I don't like to put a slot in their scheduling because that fucks things up for them.
Right.
And you know, in this scenario, we're begging him for help.
Yeah.
True.
So
Yeah. Whenever he can make the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want him to feel like he's forced into having to do it right this second either, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Did you? So you guys, I sent an email yesterday. Somebody else had mentioned, talked about our website, and we're kind of criticizing it or whatever. And so they suggested that we we get help from this group or whatever it's called there. It looks like they charge. I went to the website briefly, and it looks like there's a fee. So I don't know. I thought maybe you guys should have a look at it and see whether or not you thought.
I don't think that applies to Joomla where we pick a template. I think what you're describing is something where no templates are involved and somebody's making a website and developing the UI without a template already made.
Okay.
Am I right, Edward?
Yeah, that's what that is. They're not using, or they're using they used a base template and created something completely their own, and they're offering it. The trick is finding someone that's comfortable knowing what Joomla system is about.
Okay. Well,
yeah, you almost need help from someone that already has a ton of experience with Joomla if you're going to get help from someone.
Yeah, and
I'll look into it though.
This place doesn't. You know that for sure? Or
I don't know. I'll have to look.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know either. But my guess is they don't work with already built templates. They're working with a website.
They build it up from
where
scratch.
you don't even have any templates, and it's not a Joomla setup.
Okay.
It's like our KAOS.
Okay.
Our future KAOS is going to be like that. We're not using a pre-built website with pre-built templates.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So it's still worth it to talk to them for the future KAOS.
Yeah. I just thought maybe there was something there would be helpful. Also, I just wanted to mention that if I'm sure that there's it looks to me like they charge. So anyway, I just wanted to mention if you thought it was useful and it wasn't too much, if it was in the hundreds of dollars rather than thousands of dollars, then maybe we consider paying for that. I could cover that if needed. So anyway, I'm just putting it out there that if there's a financial expense to it, that's not too much. It's still might be worth considering. So
I'll look into it and let you know what I come across.
Okay, that's good enough. That's all I wanted to know. Okay.
All right. Should we work on what we started to work on last week, which was making the we're developing a proposal. We're really thinking about our best chance being something altruism, effective altruism. But we're really writing it for anyone or any rich person or any organization. I wonder I guess we'll make a version of it specifically for effective altruism, but the main one will be 99% the same. And then maybe we'll switch out words or maybe even a concept or language to be specific for, because I think you really want the proposal to be specific to the guy you're making it for.
Well, I think anybody really, these are.
Well, that's why I said 99% would be the same. 1% would be just like the name that you're directing it at, or some of the language from their website. Similar to when you do a job application, you don't just send your generic resume. You might you put a letter in the front, and that's specific to them, and it tells them you studied them.
Yeah.
Everyone we contact, we should have studied them and show them that we did.
Just to clarify here, so I thought I was writing something that's going to be on the website for people that want to know the next.
Yeah, that would
step.
be the generic one.
Yes. And then, so you're saying this would also work for an email campaign that we're sending out to individuals.
We'd have to look at the complete project to see if
you mean the general one.
Not.
Well, no, you were saying making specific, directed to a specific organization or person.
Yeah, that
we would personalize it. So I assume that would be like an email I'm sending them.
Specific, not a mass email, but specifically to one individual.
Yes. I would alter it. I would use it as a template for mass email, but then I'll alter it for each individual.
Right.
Yeah.
Tweak it out for each individual contact.
So what I sent you guys was kind of a quick rough draft of how I thought we should go with it, because and I wanted to get now. Once I got into it, I started thinking, this is a lot different than what you guys were talking about. What I wrote, because I kind of get off in the weeds a little bit, but I think it's worth it, because I want people to realize right at the beginning that this is not. We're not expecting. There's very little expectation that this thing's going to go boom, 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 and then we've got something. The KAOS system up and running. To tamper expectations to some degree, because there's
we have to tell them all the obstacles we see. And the obstacles are huge. One of the main ones is nobody wants fucking democracy.
That's why I'm
telling us.
Yes,
and I was just reading an article. I was just reading an article this morning about how democracy is really starting to fail here in the United States.
Well, there's lots of articles out there like right now about that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, they really went to the point of showing how it's breaking down and where it's breaking down at, what's going to be the result, which is clearly an autocracy. And it kind of scares me. I prefer democracy over what we've got going on right now. Well,
I think that most people do, but they still don't know what they're asking for. They just want to go back to the old democracy. I almost never hate it, and it don't work. And that's pretty much the way every one of these articles go, is that we have to get back the way we were. But the way we were wasn't working. I'm specifically talking about America right now, or the States. But but nobody talks about going further with democracy,
right?
Just to get to where we were,
right?
And so anyway, I just thought I'd point that out, that democracy, even though they talk all about promoting democracy, it's promoting democracy only to a certain extent,
right?
So very restrictive on that.
So first thing I'll say, Brian, structure of the document, it needs to be stuff like this. Small sections, clear titles. It's similar to how a business plan is written.
Okay.
It is not written like a magazine article where it's just a bunch of paragraphs.
It's actually broken down
very clearly. Nobody cares about that it looks fancy. That's not where we're going after. The person reading it should be able to quickly find information they want without reading all of it. Where a magazine article is written like you have to read all of it to get all the points, because there's no organization that would help you just get one thing. So this, what you wrote here, is magazine style, except this part. Except this part. So it needs to be broken up more. And I want to tell you what I'm going to do, and what we can do together, and what we can do on our own too. The way I use ChatGPT now is like, let's say, okay, I had ChatGPT make this after I told it some stuff. Okay. And then let's say separately, someone else made this, and which is our case. Someone else made this, and let's say I like it all, but I don't know how to incorporate it in my existing framework. So I give ChatGPT both, and I say, what are your ideas of how to merge these? And I give specific instructions like, in this piece, don't take out anything important because I like it all. Only add things from this other text that I have. And sometimes I say, don't even write the draft. Just give me a bullet point list. Let me agree to the things first. And then sometimes I say this too. Once you give me the bullet point list and I like it, now tell me your ideas on where exactly that you're going to add them. Don't just fucking write the draft. I hate when ChatGPT just writes the draft because a whole bunch of things could be missed and I don't know what got taken out.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I say this, write the draft, but then also clearly tell me what you changed and then separately list what you changed.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's exactly what I get too. I'll read it over and I'm not sure what I'm missing.
Yeah, and then I do this too. Let's say ChatGPT made 5 drafts.
Yeah.
On the last draft, I say, okay, this is getting long. I can't do this on my own. Do an omissions check against all previous ideas in this chat. Looking for things that were said in previous drafts and said during our discussion that didn't get added to the last draft. And I make it more clear than that. The omissions check needs to be concepts and concrete examples. Sometimes I say one or the other or both. And then sometimes I do this. If the chat is long enough, ChatGPT can't deal with all of it. So what I do is I actually take an existing old draft that I liked and I give her the new draft all in one comment. I copy both sets of large text, which is each is an essay.
Yeah. And
I put it in one comment and I say, do an omissions check of the new draft against the old draft. And again, I put it all in one comment because I don't expect ChatGPT to remember everything in the old part of the chat.
Yeah.
So I'm really helping it not have to go look up. And then I press enter and it's pretty good. I've been learning a lot about how to deal with ChatGPT for writing because I'm now writing for ex-Muslims of North America. I'm writing for a couple of their websites. And so I'm using ChatGPT a lot for writing. I never really did that before. I used to use it a little bit, never to make a whole essay. Now I have a lot of experience making a whole essay from scratch with ChatGPT. So I now have instructions that I follow on how to use ChatGPT to write an essay.
Do you put some kind of disclaimer in there saying got some help from ChatGPT or?
No, I don't give a fuck.
No,
it's my ideas. ChatGPT puts in a lot of dumb ideas. I have to tell it, no, that's stupid. Don't say that dumb shit. That's wrong because of so and so. Sometimes ChatGPT will come back and say, well, no, I think it's right. And I'll say, I didn't ask you for your opinion on that. Yeah. I'm telling you what to write in the essay.
Yeah. I've noticed a lot of people doing that these days because one of the first, a lot of the comments will be, well, I'm not reading this because it was put out by ChatGPT, or by an AI. And they'll say that even though there's no, just by the way it's written, there's certain tells.
And, my shit does not look like an AI wrote it.
Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, I thought it was, to me, I think it's kind of a courtesy to say that, and it kind of eliminates that comment to some degree, reassuring people it is my ideas, not ChatGPT's ideas.
The way I would reply to an idiot like that is, did you find a flaw or not? If not, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I was just wondering how you felt about it.
That's how I feel about it. I get pissed.
Hell, I even got a few months ago. I mentioned about the fact I got called out as writing as AI, and it's like I just write that way.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to try this now?
Well, first of all, I want to cover. So, I've talked about the big obstacle of nobody wants democracy. Do you guys think are there any other big obstacles that should be talked about?
Dude, I think you got that shit. That shit is
you hit that right on the money
for you now. Me and Edward have to try to remember and pull out documents. That shit is in that shit is in your intuition.
Yeah. So you don't think I'm missing anything there, eh? And then
I didn't read it. I just know from past experience.
And then
I read through it. I didn't see anything.
Okay, and then so that's obstacles. Now, I mean, the main purpose of this thing is talking about the kind of steps we're taking. What other steps should I be mentioning? I hit the end of this and, I'm raising money where, I talk about how we're going to raise money and look for influencers. And then that's where it ends. And I'm just wondering, is there another, I guess the next step is we build the KAOS system once we get the money. I'm just wondering, it seems pretty short. You know, like we get past these hurdles, we get as many people together as we can, we look for influencers, and then we start trying to raise money, and then once we get enough money, we start this thing. Is there anything I'm missing in there? Is there another step that I'm not talking about?
I'd have to look at it again, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Did you do a full read, Edward?
I did. I didn't see anything missing the first time around, but it's one of those things of, as you think about it, it's like, okay, what are we missing, and what did we put in that doesn't really need to be in there? It's one of those things of sometimes hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
well, I'm drawing a blank for anything else that needs to be added, but so I'm just putting it out there for you guys. If you guys think of something, let me know. And just wanted to see if we're all on the same page with that, because, like I said, I feel like I'm missing something and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
ChatGPT, right? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I don't know. I'd have to bring it back up and look through it again to really.
So are you asking ChatGPT something right now? You're putting this in there right now?
I am doing something I do now where I write the prompt separately in a document.
Okay.
And so here's the prompt, but the prompt is going to include all this text, because I'm saying to ChatGPT, I'm going to give it a draft and a more ideas, this is the thing from your email. Okay. And I'm going to give this entire thing as a prompt.
Okay.
And let me do that now. ChatGPT. Let me put that on the screen. I think since I already started this chat with ChatGPT, I'm going to open up that old one. Sometimes I start a new one. By the way, if a chat gets too long, it bogs down my fucking browser.
Oh, that's not surprising.
So sometimes you gotta fucking switch chats and start over. Where is the? I've been working on so much shit since I did this a few days ago. Here we go. Look how far back that is. Okay. Damn, it's already going. New ideas from Brian's draft. By the way, did you even look at KAOS ChatGPT's draft before you made your draft?
I did. I'm not recalling it at the moment, but I did look at it.
I just wanted to ask. So number one, the path from concept to a worldwide institution requires a long-term gradual effort. Okay, that's new. We want to add that. The main obstacle is declining global trust in democracy and freedom of speech. Good, that wasn't in the old one. Ordinary people generally distrust deeper democracy or more. Okay, I think that's a nested point of this one. Intellectuals often, another nested point. Many people support democracy on free speech only when it's another nested point. KAOS doesn't need majority support to begin. That's describing the gradual path. Yeah. Target audience for early adoption. Okay, that's not mentioned. Strategic outreach campaign, also not mentioned. Fundraising is the next stage. Well, I wonder if it's worth saying that also building the team is. I don't really know. That's kind of confusing. That's a bit of the trouble we have.
Well, the way
we're probably going to need the fundraising before we can get our team together.
Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it too, because at that point we'll look at who we have and what expertise we're missing, and at that point we'll have money, so we might consider hiring the experts that we need.
By the way, this contradicts something you told me before, Brian.
Yeah.
You every time I ask you about like having a first iteration that is not the full thing.
Yeah.
And then later having later iterations that is finally the full thing. You always come back saying, no, we have to do it the way Reddit did it.
Yeah. The whole thing all at once kind of thing.
And this is contradicting that. So help me understand your change of mind.
No, I'm still talking there about Bill. When we talk, and I could just throw out a number of 100,000. I can't remember what your cousin had said. It's your cousin, right? Or your uncle?
It's my uncle, and it was 2 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 million. That's what he said it would take to start. It seemed to me he said we could build the system for as little as a couple 100,000. But as soon as it starts to become popular, we have to keep up with it. And that's
let me clarify what he said. He didn't say about starting. He said to do the full thing.
Mm-hmm.
The 100,000 number you're remembering is a different programmer I spoke to, and his idea is totally different than my uncle's, which is that we would have small iterations and working up to the big thing. Where my uncle's idea was make the big thing all in one step.
But I thought he said that the real cost will come as it becomes, more and more users, because we can start with a very small.
I don't recall that. I don't recall that. Maybe you're talking about costs like. I don't recall that. I really don't know.
I thought the costs were going to.
But anyway, why do we need a dollar amount? Because here's the thing. Look at it this way: when they find out who the current team is, and that none of us are serious programmers that would eventually be writing the code for KAOS.
Yeah.
Why would we know how much money is needed? We would be.
Well, that's why we talked to your uncle, so we have some clue.
Right. So then this should say his number, 2 million.
Okay.
Not our. Oh, yeah. I guess that's what you remembered anyway. But that was the other guy. That was the other program.
I wanted to ask you because I didn't know. I just threw that number in there. So, so if you're saying it's 2 million to get anything started, but then he did talk about as it picks up, we'll have to invest more and more, right?
But that's every system.
Oh yeah, that's every system. Yeah,
every system's like that.
Yeah.
But the point of the 2 million was it's going now. Mm-hmm. We actually have users. Data's getting in there. People are using it. Okay. And of course, we need to improve it after that. There's going to be lots of, if you think of from the time that we start and then the next 10 years, I bet the next 10 years will easily cost another 2 million.
Yeah. Well, or more.
Oh yeah, it'll keep increasing in cost over the years.
Yeah. Well, as more and more users, right? I mean, it's going to equate to how many users to how much cost, right? So
because you're going to need to open up more storage space. You're going to need
you're talking about the monthly costs. By the way, when we say 2 million, we mainly mean capital expenditure, one-time cost.
Yeah.
And then when I said the additional 2 million, a lot of that is still one-time costs in the sense that like you could see. I mean, there's two ways to look at it. I mean, in the 10 years after the first implementation, we're making still changes.
Yeah.
And you could see that as just maintenance, but really it's still early on. It's more than just maintenance. You're really still doing big revamps. You could say 10 years in, now it's just maintenance. And maintenance does, you do have programmers in the maintenance phase.
Yeah.
And where you are still making programmatic changes, but it's so small, you wouldn't count it as capital expenditure one time. It's just a monthly, the way software companies talk about this, I think, is like they'll sell a software package with a capital expenditure, and then they say maintenance is going to be an additional 20% a year.
Yeah.
I don't know if 20% is the right number for every project or whatever, but that's the idea. Is the maintenance is still kind of small, but I mean, after 5 years, it's a doubling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying, and I believe that's correct. Now, so if I change the number to instead of 100,000, I change it to 2 million. That all makes sense then, or does it?
Yeah. And you don't need to worry about changing it. It's all going to be different as soon as ChatGPT makes this. We can change it afterwards. This is just a draft. I bet we'll have 10 drafts before we want to release this.
Yeah. But the number 2 million would sound a lot more realistic than I gather.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
To handle fast growth, the project would need multi-million-dollar budget before full-scale implementation. Yeah, so this is like 10 and 11 is combined point. Exact funding target will be refined later as development and strategy progresses. I think that's obvious too. I wonder if that even needs mentioned. There's a potential but uncertain. Maybe we could say this. Our current number is 2 million based on our talks with programmers, but since we don't have our team yet, they're going to be changing that number.
Yeah, because I mean they're going to expect a pretty good.
Yeah, our initial we should tell them how we got our estimate based on initial talks with programmers that are not part of our team.
Yeah. Well, advisors. That's what I call them, an advisor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Potential but uncertain investment opportunity. Yep. And then final financial decisions will be ultimate future user owners.
Basically,
You mean after KAOS is running?
Yes.
Yeah. Right, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, because before KAOS is running, we can't get user input.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is after KAOS is running. Okay. Would you like me to show what? To next show where? Where? ChatGPT remembers my process because my next usual step is show me where you would add them. Yeah. What ChatGPT used to ask me is, should I write the essay now? Fucking idiot. Sorry. I get mad at these AIs and I express it to myself and to them. I say that's fucking wrong, ChatGPT. Stuff like that. Okay. Let's fix some bullet points. Oh, what I do next is I don't leave this in the chat. I copy these points down and keep them in my document because I don't expect ChatGPT to remember it. So I go back to my document and I list it at the top like this. And too bad it got rid of the numbers. Stupid system. I also get mad at Google Docs. Nobody found that funny? Come on, guys.
Oh,
you got to bring your humor.
I get mad at all docs.
Huh?
I use LibreOffice for most of my writing. So
any jokes about Google Docs won't be funny for you.
Oh no, I think it's hilarious. I mean, it's like the Microsoft Office 365 online. Oh, great, it's there, but you still got to pay the subscription fee to actually use anything in it.
Okay, we have our list. Now what I do is correct the list and then feed it back to ChatGPT and say, so here's the draft and here's this list. Tell me where you would add things. So what I recommend now, I'm guessing maybe it's not worth it to, like we're definitely not going to finish this during this meeting. Yeah, so I could either, Brian, send this back to you as a list and have you fix it.
Yeah.
Or we work on it right now and continue fixing it.
I think we should consider anything else we might want to do at the moment, but still go through the stage of sending it to me. And
okay, so what else should we talk about today if we stop on this right now?
I don't know.
You want to hear my shenanigans with Grok?
That could take a while.
Got that going, huh?
Yeah.
I mostly quit with Grok. I still chat a little bit, but I mostly quit. I'm getting all my sleep again, and my sleep still hasn't recovered. But I'm now sleeping at like 9. Yesterday I slept at 7, and I woke up at 12. See, that's what fucks up with my sleep when I do that kind of stuff. I don't want to wake up at 12 midnight.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go back to sleep, so I got up and did stuff. I got tired again at like 2:30 and went back to sleep. And then I got up at 6. So my sleep is getting better, and it needs to get to the point where my normal is sleep at 9, wake up at like 4. That's what it needs to get back to. Grok fucked it up, asshole.
When I get my sleep schedule really far out of whack, this is what I used to do anyway when I was younger and it was easier to do this. I would stay up all night for one night, And then that way I could go to bed at my regular time, and I'd be super tired, and I could kind of reset my schedule that way.
You know, I've tried stuff like that, and
Yeah.
and by the way, when I had a sleep doctor, she suggested that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It didn't work for me. What was happening? Oh yeah, so I would sleep at like let's say 10 and wake up at 2. So 4 hours.
Yeah.
And what was it? She was suggesting No, this was happening. I would be so sleepy because of my bad sleep that I would pass out at like 7.
Yeah.
But then I would wake up at 12.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do I fix this? And she would say, well, instead of passing out at 7, like force yourself to stay up till like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And that was not working for me.
You just couldn't force yourself. You just couldn't force yourself.
Yeah. I also told her this. I remember when she said force yourself, she used the word force. I said that's like a war. I don't know how to do a war with myself. How the hell do you do that?
It is a bit like a war. I could see that analogy.
War.
Yeah, but I've done it, and it is a battle. It's very much like a battle. Yeah, trying to stay awake. Yeah, but I do find it works if you can do it. Or well, you still don't feel the same for a couple of days, but at least
that makes sense.
But you do get back to the same sleep schedule, or at least you can get close to it anyway.
Yeah.
You might be still tired.
I'm on medications to put me to sleep.
Here was the other part of her suggestion. Not only do you need to stay up longer to get to the right time, but also don't take naps earlier in the day, because that'll fuck up everything too. But here's the thing: I need those fucking naps. And let me say this part too. Here's the next part. When my sleep schedule is good, I still take naps. I love the naps.
Yeah.
And then separately, I found out some health studies on this. People who take naps live longer.
Yeah, you've heard that? I've never heard that.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard that. Because the body regenerates while you're sleeping.
Well, there could be multiple factors, and it could be correlation is causation, because somebody who doesn't have time for naps is also have a much more hellish life, and somebody that does have time for naps, well, they can do naps.
Yeah. I'm very much on the nap thing myself. These days I do that quite a bit.
Do you do half-hour power naps, or are you okay with 3-hour naps?
No, not usually more than a half an hour or so.
I try to do half-hour naps, but very often 2 hours. It's sometimes so long that I wake up and it's like, is it the next day?
Yeah.
And then also, I have no idea how long I slept because I didn't record when I went to sleep.
But one of the things I'm really happy about with the job I have right now is they let me alter my break time. So normally I get 2 15-minute breaks and a half hour for lunch. So instead, right now, what I've been doing the last couple of years is I take 1 15-minute break and I take a 45-minute lunch. And I'll sleep for half an hour of that lunchtime. And I'll set up. I'll lay in the back of my truck. I got my truck nicely set up so I can sleep in the back seat, and that's where I take a nap every day at work. And I find that makes my days go much, much better. I personally believe as we get older, it's harder and harder to get a full night's sleep in a straight, one session, right?
Is it also true that as we get older, we need less sleep?
I think maybe, but
or do you think it's more related to not the age, but your activity level? Because when we're older, we do less.
I think it's more related.
It's more to the activity level.
Well, partly maybe. My activity, I don't think it's changed all that much. I think I think it's more like you just can't sleep all in one stretch, but you still kind of need the same amount of sleep. And so taking naps here and there, I think it makes all the difference in the world. So I find I can't sleep more than about 5 or 6 hours, maybe tops.
There was a period, this is years ago, where when I was taking big, long naps, like consistently, it felt to me like I had 2 days in one day. Because after the nap, when I wake up in the morning, I have so much mental energy. I could do like 5 hours of work, amazing work. But then the rest of the day, I'm shot. But if I take a nap, Now I can do another session of work. It won't be as long, but I can do it. It's like having 2 days in a day.
Well, it's like you're refreshed, I guess.
Yeah, 2 days in a day. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm manufacturing time.
Yeah. I think that I've heard that before we had clocks and stuff like this, and a regular work schedule before, when people just worked whenever they, before they had a 9-to-5 job. I heard personally that it was common for almost everybody, especially older people, never to sleep through the night. So they would go to bed when it got dark, whatever time it got dark. But they'd always wake up in the middle of the night at some point for several hours, and then go back to bed, and then wake up again at dawn. And in the old days, you had to warm up the house in the middle of the night, so they go start the fire or keep the fire going.
Tell me the beginning of that story again. When is this happening?
Before we had 9-to-5 jobs. When people lived
before 9-to-5 jobs, it was common for people to
get up in the
middle of the night.
To be up in the middle of the night. Yeah.
This has to be after we came up with like lamps.
No, not necessarily. Just sitting in front of the fire would be enough, But I am talking about when we had lamps. Yeah, I'm talking like 200 years ago, and they had lamps. They had candles.
How are you aware of this? Like, you reading this from George Washington or something, or what?
I don't know where I got that information from, but I remember reading an article where they were talking about that they felt like they I don't know where they came up with this information, really. And I'm really just talking about something I heard.
It has to be from bibliographies, autobiographies.
Yeah, possibly.
I said bibliography.
Yeah.
Hey, I have something to bring up that I just thought of right before this call. Okay. There's something new I've been doing with my other live stream. Where the idea is to try to engage the audience more. And it's something very basic. We put comments during the live that get people talking. And then after the live, we also put another comment pinned that tries to get people talking. Part of the point of this is, what I found out about the YouTube algorithm is, if there's a comment after the live within 24 hours, and it has to be not from the owner of the channel, which means that's YouTube.
Yeah.
If there's a comment after the live within 24 hours, YouTube says, oh, this is relevant after the live stream, so let me show it to more people. Where normally, without that piece of information, without a comment from someone other than the owner after the live within 24 hours, YouTube sees it as, oh, this is just a live that is relevant only during the live, so we won't show it to anyone. So, there's a very easy fix. We don't have to create new content every time.
Yeah.
In my other lives, I have a lot of already prepared comments from previous times, and I copy paste. So we need that. It'll be easy. Here's one right here. We could put this as a comment.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, here's what I've been doing too. All of the banners I use, these are banners, I reuse them as comments during the live. So that could be one. But it would be more than that. You would want to do here. I'll show you one from my other lives. Or maybe I should put it on the screen. Yeah, I'll put it on the screen. Come on, fucking. Now I'm going to piss that StreamYard. Fucking asshole. There we go. Okay. So this is a spreadsheet for my Deconstructing Islam live streams. And what you see here is I put this up before the live stream. And notice I'm telling them to do something. A call to action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then I put this up the moment we go live, saying hello. And I tell them, hey, if you want to learn more about our organization, go to our website.
Yeah.
And then I tell myself, put the banner up. And I go straight down the line,
Yeah.
And then here's the topic for the day. I put that up as a comment and a banner. And then like and subscribe. Same thing, comment and banner. And then if I'm trying to get like in this particular, this is very specific to this topic, so this changes all the time. And then these are not changing all the time. This is, I will keep doing it for a while until September 30th is too old, or until there's a new event that happened. And this is some activism we're doing related to this, you know.
Yeah.
So I have like 5 that I do here. We need to have the same thing for KAOS, and you guys need to help me remember to do it, because there's just so much going on. We just need to all be thinking about it.
And this is just this is in the comments section. Like right now, if I go down the bottom of my screen, there's a spot there I can hit comments or whatever. And
yeah, I'll show you. Let's do one right now. So I'm going to, I guess, let me do it on the screen here. Let me go back to our meeting minute.
And then, according to what you were saying, somebody else has to make a comment, not just you, right? You have to get somebody else to do it.
Right. By the way, I'll be clear again. During the live, none of that YouTube algorithm stuff is not relevant. The thing I was telling you was about after the live.
Okay. So these other things.
Yes, after the live, the YouTube doesn't care what I'm saying as the owner.
Yeah.
That's just cheating. It cares what the other people say. But that's you guys, and it doesn't know you're not owners.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Yeah. It doesn't know you are owners. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's write this now. Hello. Thank you for joining our KAOS live stream meeting. Should we mention the 3 of us? That always changes.
Probably not.
No? Get rid of it?
Yeah, go ahead and drop that, because we're not always able to make the meetings release.
Yeah, and I don't feel like changing this all the time if we don't I'll have to.
Mm-hmm.
This can go. Thank you for joining our KAOS live stream meeting, where we are planning, or maybe we should shortcut it and say, learn more about KAOS here. Is it kaosnow.com?
Yes.
Okay, so is that good enough for you guys?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, remember too, this iterates. So next week we might realize, we can add something.
Yeah.
So let me add it now, so you guys can see it.
Should be KAOS. Should be KAOS now, all in caps, but that's getting fussy.
Okay, I'll fix it for next time. I already posted it.
All right.
And then I'll also make this a banner. So the moment that it has to be in this order. What is it? Usually it makes sense to put the comment first, then put the banner. I'll tell you guys later why.
Does it matter? I mean, if you could do one or the other individually, right?
I'll tell you why later it matters. It doesn't matter in this case, because this is a very easy URL to remember.
Mm-hmm.
If it's very long, then I don't put it in the banner, and instead I say see comment for link.
So
and then the comment has to be there first for that to work.
So have you put it up yet?
Yes, go look at comments. You will see it.
See, that's what I'm worried. See, I'm not looking in the right spot then. I don't know where to look here.
Well, you're looking on a little ass phone. I have no idea what you're supposed to be seeing.
Well, I have it here for a comment section right here. Hold on. I gotta write something.
Well, that's for you to add a comment. Is that also for you to see comments?
Hold on. All right. So So I just sent a message saying hi. Okay.
That's private chat. That's private chat. I'm talking about public.
Okay. Where do I find public chat on this thing?
If you can't see it on your phone, then I would just. Then I don't think
it.
you can really do it. I can see it in my browser, but the other way to see it is to. Oh, he just left.
Yeah, I was actually on the YouTube site when it started doing the slider there. Seeing it in the YouTube.
I was experimenting.
Yeah.
Hey, am I back on yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back on.
Okay. Sorry, I was experimenting. I'm trying to find the button here that might actually give me.
So suppose you weren't even on the live stream right now. If you went to the YouTube live as an audience member, you would see it.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I need to do.
Now let me show you what I added already. And do you see the banner and then also the scrolling thing?
Mm-hmm.
So the scrolling thing
yeah.
was something that I was adding as a regular static banner, but I changed it so that the banner could be hello, while the scrolling thing is telling them what KAOS and what we're doing in these meetings.
Right.
Okay.
So and that's something that as soon as we go live, that'll be running already, and so will the hello.
Right. Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now seeing it all.
So it would look like this the moment we go live. And by the way, I wonder if white is good because it overlaps with this white.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we should change colors.
Well,
maybe I should go with KAOS colors. What's the KAOS colors? Let me try to figure that out. I'm going to go to Canva.
Weren't they gold and red and black?
Let me go to Canva because I have the.
Well, the main background's kind of a green, an aqua green, isn't it?
I'm going to use the. What the fuck? Now Canva's being stupid. Come on, Canva. How do I search through my goddamn projects? Here we go. No, here we don't go. Come on. Where's the search field? Fucking stupid ass design. I got 1 billion projects in Canva. I can't just fucking scroll. Shit pissing me off.
There's no search option.
I'm looking for I don't see it. Now I'm expanding my whole window. Here we go. I finally found it. They put it at the top above their stupid thumbnail shit. That's stupid. All right. I'm searching for KAOS. Here we go. Found it.
No.
Now let me do the color picker thingy. Which color am I going to go after? Let's try this one. Style, bam. That's one of the KAOS colors. One of the shades, at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that cool?
Yeah, I like that. It really helps bring out the text.
All right. Do you like this or this or this or this?
I like that one where it had the kind of the break off.
This
next one. Yeah, I kind of like that one.
All right, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Oh well, I mean, I should have asked for a vote. Brian's like, okay.
Yeah, nope. That's why I threw my vote in. I'm saying yes. So that's my contribution.
Yeah. Okay, so what's next? I mean, that's basically it. That's the style of things. And then as we go forward, we'll come up with new comments, better comments, change old ones, you know.
If we have someone who's helping us out with something, you know, or wants to discuss something, we sit there with host so and or with guest so and so.
Yeah, I just noticed something. I need you guys' help. I accidentally changed the color in our thumbnail, and it looks better to me, but I want to know what you think. So let me put that on the screen. Come on, fucking StreamYard. Okay. I accidentally made the live stream meetings title blue, but it was white. So let me show you what it looked like. Which one is better?
All right.
I kind of like the blue myself. It blends with the KAOS logo.
I like the blue better too. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think the white stands out more, but I don't think it's standing out more is a big deal. I mean, it's you definitely look at it and you see it. Yeah, I like the blue.
By the way, I could go with a more white blue, which maybe would stand out more.
Try it. Let's see what we.
Let's try it. I'm gonna do the color picker, and I'm gonna pick a lighter part of the blue in here. Did it change?
Yeah, it changed.
Okay.
Yeah, that brings out nice.
What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, that's it. Now I'm going to download PNG. Current. And then I'm going to move that to my folder for KAOS. Done. All right, next task.
Okay. What is there? Is there anything else we need to cover?
No, what we could finish up what we were doing. I'm going to send you an email of this bullet point list. I guess what I'll do is email you back from the same email chain instead of starting a new one.
Okay, sure. So after this, I suppose I'll go to YouTube and I'll try to look us up and I'll try to leave a comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm missing something somehow. Yeah, 14 bullet points. Okay. All right, sending it now.
And I can do it right after, right? You were saying anytime after within the first hour?
First 24 hours. Yeah, anytime within the first 24 hours.
Okay.
Although maybe their algorithm is smarter.
Yeah.
And recognizes if it's in the first minute, then they planned this shit. And maybe also, suppose it's smarter than that.
Yeah.
When I make the owner's comment, and suppose I said, hey, everyone, please comment because YouTube algorithm has this thing and we're going to trick it. Maybe it's smart enough to say, all right, downvote this fucker.
Yeah. You have to wonder, but I do hear that type of thing. People do that kind of thing. Please.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know.
I'd give it a couple hours.
Yeah. All right.
But then you might forget. I really want to make it an easy process for you too, and I don't want you to set up fucking reminders.
Yeah. Well, I'll do it after my nap. Usually after these meetings, I go have another nap.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's pretty early for the weekend, so I usually take it. Well, probably within an hour or so after the meeting. Yeah, a lot of times I'll.
So, by the way, I'm getting closer to starting my live stream. I told you that's going to take up the spot of this slot, and we would need to move our slot somewhere else. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, I remember you bringing it up.
It's still a ways away, but have you guys thought at all? We should talk about when we would move it to.
Yeah. I don't know. I
with my work schedule, we got to keep it in a morning routine because I work in the evening. I work from 1 o'clock till 10 o'clock.
You mean every single day of the week?
Schedule. Not every single day a week, but on the schedules I work, which can
so it could be any day of the week. Could be a Sunday, could be a Saturday, could be any day. Right. So we have to stick to mornings. What about
Right.
I think we talked about Saturday, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Central Time.
That works for me.
I can make it work. You know, I think it'll be a little more problematic than Sunday for me. But
What about 7 a.m. or 9 a.m.? Like 1 hour earlier or 1 hour later?
I can
We've
go
been
either way.
average.
Yeah, I can
Go
go
ahead.
either way with that. An hour earlier, an hour later.
Well, which one is
and
better
the same
for you?
and the same thing on a Saturday. I've gotten used to the Sundays. I'm
Oh, I
kinda
meant
liking
Saturday.
it, but
I meant Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was asking if 1 hour earlier or 1 hour later would be more convenient for you.
yeah, and either of those are fine. An hour earlier, an hour later on Saturday, pretty much same to me.
How about you, Edward?
I'm fine with them. I'm fine with either way.
So for me, I would prefer staying at the same time and make it Saturday.
Okay.
So let me write down that that's what we're gonna do. Otherwise, I'll forget again, and then I'll be asking you guys again.
Yeah.
Future schedule. Move to Saturday, 8 a.m. CDT, which is 1 p.m. UTC. Do you guys focus on UTC at all? The standard?
A little bit, but I only do that because of web designs and such. So.
Right. How about you, Brian?
What are we talking about? Sorry.
Oh,
UTC.
UTC is standard time or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I always have to figure out what everybody else is. But anyway,
Yeah. What is yours?
I'm Mountain Time.
Mountain Time. So you're 2 hours earlier than my 8. So it's your 6 a.m. when you do these meetings.
Yeah.
So let me write
7 a.m. Right now we're at 7 a.m.
Yeah, he's only an hour ahead of us.
Earlier. 7 a.m. Mountain Time.
Of course, we switch an hour, at certain times of year. So
right.
Yeah,
So Mountain Time, is that called MDT?
Yeah, I think so.
MDT or MT, depending on
or MST when it changes.
I don't know. I just looked.
No, I think it's just MT.
Yeah, anything with an MT in it is going to be.
I think I'll know what I'll do because the Mountain Time and the Central Time changes across the year. I won't even put it. I'll just say 1 p.m. UTC.
Which, by the way, I hear that's going to stop. We're going to stop doing that. We're going to change one more time next spring, and then it's going to be over.
You mean America?
No, Texas or Canada.
Canada, but I think we're doing it because America is going to. I'm pretty sure Trump said.
Our government's talking about doing it too.
I can't wait to get rid of that retarded ass shit.
I know. I've been waiting my whole life for that, man.
You and a whole lot of other people.
In the first place, was it because of farming or something?
Because of trade. Yeah, well, America did it for that reason. We did it so that our trade would be in the same time, there wouldn't be a time change going across the border. So we did it because you did it. So we're just copycatting you guys.
Follow the leader.
Yeah, follow the leader. The bigger market, right? So
yeah.
Which like follow the bully.
Yeah.
Because the bully might pounce or something.
Yeah. And the real reasoning behind it was more daylight, because our daylight here shifts so much, that we get a little bit more daylight a little bit earlier, and so that they thought that was a good idea.
I wonder how much that's gonna fuck us all up when it switches.
Well, it should be.
I think it's going to be on the level of worrying about the 2000 switch. Yeah. Remember the
Y2K.
Y2K.
No.
Everyone's going to be freaking out. Oh no, the world's going to end.
No, anyway, it's not going to be anything like that.
The computers are going to be confused. The AIs are going to turn into Terminator.
Yeah. It won't be anything like that, no. And to me, it's going to be easier for us because whenever we change time, it was your whole schedule changes, and your sleep schedule, everything else has to change. And so,
hey, I just thought of a comment that we could be adding. I'm going to write it down as I say it.
Okay.
What groups are doing what we're trying to do? Tell us.
Okay.
Because maybe, because the idea is we don't want anyone thinking we're just fucking doing this by ourselves and ignoring the rest of the world. We want people thinking, if there's someone already doing this better than us, we will stop this and join them.
So you want to...
And if we're doing it better than them, we should try to get them to join us.
Yes.
And if we're both doing good things, we need to merge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So somehow we need a comment saying that, because, you know, we've said it once or twice on this, but no one watches all of it. We need to keep saying the best parts of what we say every episode.
Right.
I suppose.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to take a lot of time because I'm copy pasting in a comment. We're not re-saying it live. We're just copy pasting and putting it in the comments. So it doesn't take time.
Okay. Are you putting it down like a comment though that needs to be answered? Like you're
I want to say at the end, tell us in the comments. If you've heard of anything like this. Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. If you
and by the way, that's also a marketing trick because it makes them comment.
Yeah.
And that makes our shit look that tells YouTube to show it to more people.
Yeah. Encouraging commenting, for sure.
Yeah.
Later we'll come up with a good way to say it, but I just listed it as an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? We got anything else?
Not that I can think of.
No, I don't think so. I think we're good.
We can stop now. And
I just heard something. I found out about a new organization. I guess has been around for a while. I sent them an email. I sent a few emails the other day to a couple of people, just directing them to our website and in hopes. And these are influencers that I'm trying to contact. But anyway, this guy. He's a part of an organization called FIRE, and I hadn't heard of them before. There used to be an organization, I think they still exist, ALCU or ALU or something.
Yeah, ALCU.
They
American Liberty Civil Union.
And they used to fight for freedom of speech. And
they still do.
Well, I don't know if they still do. So that's up for debate. I think this guy used to be a part of that. But anyway, now he's part of a group called FIRE. And the reason why I say that about that other group is the ALCU or whatever they were. They used to be well known for supporting the right for Nazis to march. And they would actually go to when the Nazis were organizing a march, they would go there to protest for their right to march as a separate protest, saying that these guys have a right to do this. Let them do it. And so anyway, they don't do that anymore. They don't support any of this type of right to
no, about the only time they support now is when they get involved in legal issues.
Yeah, and that's another thing they do is they'll bring on lawsuits on people's behalves and stuff like this. That's what they used to do, and they probably still do. But there was a guy that was on, I don't know if you guys watched Bill Maher, but over a year ago, we had this guy on that used to be the head of that ALCU or whatever, and he resigned. And he resigned because they have changed so much. And they are not actually, in his regard, in the way he looks at it, they no longer support freedom of speech to the top degree. They support it to a degree. And there are certain things they don't think people should be able to say, and that's why he left. And so anyway, that's why I say that there's kind of a void there. There is no organization, as far as what he was saying, and I agree with him, that there is no organization that is just 100% freedom of speech. And so no matter what people are saying, everything else, right? So
you mean every organization that advocates freedom of speech
has caveats. They have
caveats that you see as not freedom of speech.
That's right. And that's the way he looks at it, and that's the way I look at it.
And who's the he? I'm sorry, I lose it.
I wish I could remember his name.
Okay, you didn't say it. Okay.
No, but this other guy, and I don't think it's the same person. But anyway, this other guy, and I think if I remember correctly, he mentioned that he used to be part of the ALCU or whatever. And but anyway, now they have this organization called FIRE, And he claims to be that he supports no matter who's talking, everybody's right to talk. And so anyway, he sounds, anyway, he can definitely see the obstacles that we are seeing. Like you said, he feels very much like freedom of speech and democracy are not being supported properly right now. Free across the board. Everybody's like freedom of speech for me.
Is he in a project related to this, or he's an outsider looking in?
Well, they're an organization that are doing pretty much everything the ALUC or whatever that other group
ACLU.
Was. The ACLU used to be.
And what is ACLU?
American Civil Liberties Union.
Okay, so you're saying that this guy is saying that his project of advocating free speech is proper.
Yes.
So there's one at least.
Yes. So yes, this is what it looks like. There is one organization that is 100%.
What's the name? I want to write it.
Fire.
Sorry.
And it stands.
Said fire twice now, but sorry.
I might be able
claiming to advocate proper for freedom of speech. Have you checked them out and judged it yourself?
So I went to the website. I have not read any of their articles yet or anything, but just glancing through the website and everything, yeah, it all seems very legit. And
so, are you planning to investigate them more?
I sent them an email. So I sent them an email with our information and kind of a provocative email, hopefully that they'll look at, and we'll see what happens from that. But yes, regardless of whether or not I hear back from them,
so I'm going to put in the notes.
I'm going to do some more research on this group because I think they very much.
Okay, good. I put that in the notes so we can remind ourselves next time that you're going to.
Yeah, I'm on the website right now.
There's a lot of overlap.
Is it fire.com or something?
Thefire.org.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
I just did a Google search for fire organization.
Fucking shit. Let me look too. Thefire.org.
Defense and promote. Yep.
That's a nice website.
Fire defense and
I like this
website.
It is. Our website needs to look like this shit.
Yeah.
I'm working at it.
I'm just saying. Yeah, we don't look.
Yeah.
We don't look like we look like an organization from 15 years ago that hasn't updated.
Yeah. I know. I'm seriously
even
working.
Even though we're brand new,
guys.
and
I'm working on it the best I can.
And by the way, even when you have that done, like the Joomla template, the right one, the good one, I think we're still going to need help. Like we're not good at like deciding here. Let me put this on the screen. We're not web design experts, so that we don't know how to do things like.
No.
Let me put this on the screen. Like, okay, somebody decided to put this ranking thing. Somebody decided to put these students and schools with numbers moving up and that thing moving. Like all that looks beautiful. Even when we have the template, we won't know to do these things, right?
Oh no, the template's got them set up, so I can add that type of stuff.
But the decision to add it is a skill we don't have, I think. Like web design.
Yeah.
Right?
Not from scratch. I mean, as long as I'm using a template, I can do this. But when it comes
I don't mean from scratch. I mean the even concept of knowing what to do, not the technical aspect.
Yeah. It's the concept of what will we put there.
Look, I see a glitch. So here it looks good, but watch the next one. This is a glitch. This is an oversight. They didn't know how to fix. Look, see it's covered.
Yeah.
They fucked up. These guys are no good. Don't even contact them. That's how people are going to treat us. If we got a mistake like that, they're going to say these guys don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Those people, though, we're not too worried about them.
That's true. That's true. Of course, we still care about talking to these people. So let us know if these guys are good. And if it's good, I want to sign up to the email list. And then I guess you're going to also find out how we're going to actually talk to each other. Do they do podcasts? Can we invite one of them on ours? Can we be invited on theirs?
Yes, there's a spot there to fill out forms for to get them as guests and get people from this organization to be a guest on your show.
We dedicate a whole episode just to that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you get working on that, and then one day you just tell us these guys are showing up on this day.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
I'll
they're
try.
using Drupal.
All right. I'll try that angle. I'll try to invite them to our podcast.
They're using Drupal. They're not using Joomla or anything like that. They're using Drupal, which is another CMS like Joomla.
How do you know this is Drupal?
I went into the code.
Oh shit. Okay, you through your browser, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
They can't hide those things?
No.
So we can't
Data
hide that
source
we're using
Drupal.
Joomla.
Right. Data source Drupal dialogues deprecation.
Hey, I'm gonna look. Maybe you can walk me through it. What do I gotta click in my browser to look at the code?
Okay, what browser are you using?
It's Chrome.
Okay, I use Firefox, but it'd be similar. Go under web. Go under more tools.
Developer tools, right? Under
Web
more
developer tools, and it'll bring up a thing at the bottom of your. It should bring a screen up at the bottom of your screen.
On the right, I have a window now that looks like all developer stuff.
Yep.
I see application storage. Where do I look?
What we need to look at. See, I don't use Chrome. I don't have Chrome on my system.
Okay, well, I don't think that
what you're looking for is you're looking for the HTML code.
Like in old web design, it was home.html, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where would that be here? Like, or the equivalent of it?
I don't know. Let me pull down Chrome real quick and.
Nah, don't do that. This is not important.
Okay.
I'll just.
Or if you've got it on your screen, if you can share it on your screen, I could probably tell you where to go to, since you've got it up on the screen there.
Oh, duh! Let me put it on the screen. Can I do that? How did I lose it? Oh, there it is. How do I? Oh, you were seeing.
You want to use it on the browser itself.
I'm so lost. What are you guys seeing right now? Are you guys seeing it on the right?
All I'm seeing is the web page. So it's not showing the whole.
I need to display something else then. I need to display. Let me take this off. I need to display the whole.
Basically, you need this. Yeah.
The whole, my whole window.
Yeah.
A window. Here we go. There.
There we go. Okay, now
So
see the three dots
on the left here, and this is the code. So where do I look?
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, like where did you find the word? What was that templates thing?
Oh, that would be in the HTML code. That's what I'm trying to find is
background services?
It might be. Everything's a little different. No. That's everything there? What's on? Where's the hell?
Manifest. Let's open up these folders. This doesn't look like code. This is just This is just like for human.
Yeah. Let me see what your drop down shows. Maybe I can point you to the right thing.
Which drop down?
For when you went into this.
Well, that's what these are, right?
Yeah. What I need to do is see settings.
Oh. Wait. Let me start over. Close this. You mean more tools and then developer tools? That just brings me here.
Yeah, we're needing to find the actual console. What's new?
There's also these things. Look, we're under applications. There's also these things.
Yeah, check on.
There we
go. Elements under elements, and you can see it right there at the top, right there underneath HTML lang. It starts off up here at that first sentence. Drupal dialog at deprecation.
Up here.
Web form. Yep. See if you look up there, you'll see Drupal in the name. DRUPAL, dialog deprecation.
I can't read. Where is it? I don't see it.
Okay, you see where it says HTML lang?
HTML lang. That's the beginning.
Go across, and you'll see the DRUPAL Dialogue deprecation listener.
DRUP. Do you see my mouse?
Yeah, I see your mouse.
Okay, so where?
All right, go up. See where it
Up?
says dead at once? Up on the top line?
That? Yeah.
Okay, see that next word behind the equal sign? It says droop.
Oh, see,
DRUP.
mine is covered with this fucking...
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't see it. So it says droop.
Yeah, but
Or
it
Drupal.
says Drupal dialogue deprecation listener.
So right at the top of this, I go to elements. That's where you can see what's the guts of the website.
Exactly.
Okay. I never knew that. I never looked at this. I don't really know how to. Anyway. So Brian, you got to see a nice little lesson there. And it was a lesson for me, obviously.
Yeah. It slipped by me somehow.
If they're using Drupal, maybe I could look into using Drupal.
You think it's worth switching? I mean, what's wrong with Joomla?
There's nothing wrong with Joomla, but I might look further into Drupal for 2.0. Just for the simple fact that obviously
website 2.0, we're not using any templates or any of the.
You're right. Right. Drupal is designed where you've got a couple of Drupal things, but you make the site yourself.
Yeah. Anyway.
So I might look into it. You know, that could be something we can look at further down the line when we're closer to 2.0 coming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, what else we got? Are we done?
I think so. Yeah.
I think we're good.
All right, let's cut it short, and maybe we take our naps.
Yeah.
Not me. I got to walk up to the store.
It's still early for me, you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go take my nap.
All right, bye everyone.
See you in the comment. See you in the comment section.
Yeah, see you in the comment. Later.
See ya.
Later.